What happened last 24 hours in the world? USA government shutdown and SNAP benefits crisis. The U.S. Supreme Court has extended a pause on full food assistance payments under the SNAP program. This affects over 40 million Americans struggling during the ongoing government shutdown. Meanwhile, the Senate passed a short-term bill, but Democrats say it fails to protect healthcare subsidies. Washington politics remain tense, and ordinary Americans are feeling the pinch. Trump and Epstein email leak. Big political shocker. New emails released by House Democrats reportedly link Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein's private meetings years ago. These revelations have sparked major controversy online, with critics demanding a deeper investigation. Trump has denied all wrongdoing, but this story is trending across every major U.S. network. Peru, deadly bus crash. Tragedy in South America. A passenger bus in southern Peru plunged into a deep ravine after colliding with a truck. At least 37 people are dead and more than 20 injured. Rescue teams are working non-stop in mountainous terrain. A national mourning period has been declared. China, banking crisis trick. In China, major banks are reportedly issuing short-term loans and taking them back within days just to fake loan growth numbers. Experts say it's a sign of deep weakness in China's economy and slow business demand. This could impact Asian markets and global trade in the coming weeks.
Global energy. Demand outpacing supply. A new energy report warns that global electricity demand is growing faster than supply. Renewables are rising, but not fast enough to meet the world's power needs. Analysts say this gap could trigger power shortages in developing countries and higher bills worldwide. U.S. military activity in the Caribbean. The U.S. Navy has deployed the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford to the Caribbean region. The move has sparked concern among Latin American nations who question whether U.S. military presence there is legal. Meanwhile, Britain and Colombia have reportedly paused some intelligence sharing with the U.S. over recent operations.
Europe/Ukraine war. In Ukraine, fighting has intensified again. Russian forces reportedly made a so-called Mad Max-style entry into the city of Pokrovsk. Tensions are rising within the Russian leadership itself, between President Putin and Foreign Minister Lavrov. Western nations continue to monitor the situation closely. Taiwan, Typhoon Fenghuang. Powerful Typhoon Fenghuang slammed into Taiwan, bringing heavy rains and flooding. Thousands have been evacuated from coastal towns. Authorities are warning of landslides and more severe weather in the next 24 hours.
Pakistan. Army chief's new powers. In Pakistan, Parliament has approved a controversial constitutional amendment giving Army Chief Asim Munir expanded control over defense and security institutions. Critics say it strengthens military influence in politics, while supporters call it necessary for national stability. Space and tech. Blue Origin delay. And finally, in space news, Jeff Bezos' company, Blue Origin, has delayed its next New Glenn rocket launch. The reason? Intense solar storms, creating unsafe space weather conditions. The company says safety always comes first, and a new launch date will be announced soon.